Welcome to On the Edge with JP Devine from Central Maine Sunday. On the Edge with JP Devine audio is made possible by our subscribers like you. Thank you for listening and supporting local journalism in Central Maine. Now here's JP Devine.
You'll see, August 8th, 1984. We arrived in Waterville, Maine. This was, of course, the old, pre-David Green Waterville, with old streets, an old city hall, old people walking old dogs. I looked around and I asked my smiling seatmate, "Where's the snow?" "You'll see." After 3 weeks in a prearranged camp on some deserted lake full of algae and loons, we found our new home, a cape with a forest of trees and what seemed to be 70 acres of grass. "Is this a farm?" I gasped. "You'll see," she said. The Mainer asked for $95,000. We had just sold our LA house for $300,000, and that was going fast. I pulled 90 grand in Hollywood money from my pocket. They grabbed it and ran, leaving a full vegetable garden in the backyard. I had never seen a real vegetable garden. "Who picks that stuff?" I asked. "You'll see," she said with a weird smile. "When does it snow?" I whimpered. "Maybe next month," she said as we unpacked. The next day, a parade of Jolie family cousins filed into our kitchen for a sit-down welcoming that felt like a drug intervention. After a lunch of moxie and whoopie pies, I asked, "When does it snow?" They laughed and stomped the floor for 30 minutes. I felt like I was in the movie Deliverance without the guitars. The next day, we were given one of the cousins as a kind of fashion Sherpa to guide us. Off we went to Freeport, where, after I had my first taste of lobster, we spent 3 hours in LL Bean, where we bought hundreds of dollars of everything in wool and 3 styles of bean boots. I still have those. Next stop was an even smaller town called Farmington, and a general store called Rennie's, full of plaid shirts, earmuffs, and toothpaste made by a guy named Tom, maple candy, moose heads, and aprons festooned with lobsters, black bears, and deers. Oh, yes, 2 big green rakes. "What are these for?" I asked. "You'll see," she said with that new smile. "You're a Mainer now." I did see. And 38 years later, I'm still seeing, now with baggier eyes and trick knees. But today, as you've come to see, I must tell you that I have never become a Mainer. After 2 years of cutting my lawns, raking leaves, and shoveling snow, I gave up and hired real Mainers to finish. I still don't like walking in the snow or the woods. I survived ticks and caterpillars, the historic ice storm. I'm still not a Mainer. I don't eat lobsters or whoopie pies. I use Crest toothpaste, and I watch guys collect the leaves and blow the snow from my second driveway as I sit in the house. All the cousins became lawyers, scientists, and judges, and moved away. It's Halloween tonight, and it's cold. "When does it start snowing?" I asked my partner. She looks up from her book, smiles the same smile. "You'll see."
Thanks for listening to On the Edge with JP Devine. On the Edge with JP Devine audio is made possible by our subscribers like you. Thank you for supporting local journalism in Central Maine.